just recently somebody asked a question if I believed in past life regressions. So I wanted to go touch this subject because I also have another YouTube video on reincarnation, and it seems that a lot of people are finally waking up to that they have reincarnated here. So where have they been? And what are these past lives? What is that all about? And can we really do a regression with somebody and find out we were a pauper or a king? So I want to talk about the pros and cons of past life regressions. First, I want to say something that nobody really talks about, that we've had hundreds of past lives here in this plane of consciousness. So when we start talking about past life regressions, which one do you mean? Lifetime 250 or lifetime 120? Or which lifetime are we going to go back to? And most likely, it'll give you snippets and bits. So that's the con of past life. Somebody who tells you they can give you a past life regression, they can take you to another time, but they really can't give you the whole picture of that life. And where did it fit in with all these other hundreds of lives? Which one did they pluck out of the batch? So be careful. If you're paying for a past life regression, I mean, it's nice to know or hear. I don't know if that's really knowing, but you're hearing about a life. Was that you? We don't know. We don't know. But what you do know about past lives is in your name, and that hides the information. That's why the names are so important, for you to have someone help you figure out, understands, knows, can interpret your name to tell you about what talents, problems, issues you're bringing in from past lives. And in particular, it could have been one, it could have been life number 19, it could have been life 82, but you're bringing these issues in from these past lives into this lifetime. So there's pros and cons of bothering to do a past life regression. Mainly, it's like we can't get over the fact that we constantly come in and out here, and we get stuck on something and we'll blame that, or we'll use that as an excuse to sabotage this entire life that we have this lifetime. So you want to focus on this lifetime. Now, having said all that, if you are able in one of your meditative moments to literally see on your own by yourself a past life, that or a portion or an event that happened in a past life, that's different. It's not you sitting there and being regressed by somebody, okay? So I'm very suspect of past life regressions, the people who do them, the information you gain. Is it complete? Is it half done, half baked, past life regression? What is it? You'll never know, because it sounds good, right? So you want to know what's going on in this lifetime from your past lives. How is this life being influenced by these qualities that you're bringing in? Now, looking at the entire name, you see, you have a letter K. You have had past lives of being an inspirational light worker. That doesn't mean that's what you are in this lifetime, but you have that experience to pull from in your daily life, in this life. The letter K, it's a very powerful letter. Okay, so is the letter 22. So you look at the alphabet, you count those numbers, and you see that the 11 is the letter K. It's the channeler, it's the light worker. If it's the first letter of your name, like Kyle or Catherine, very powerful. So where are these letters all fitting? What's the information behind these letters? If they're vowels versus consonants. And when you look at a person's name, you want to look at those vowels, because that's going to tell you where the person's really coming from. For instance, I may present myself as I want you to see me. However, that may be not who I really am. That's a persona that I take on in this life. So I present myself as this charming person, but down deep, I'm something else. Or I operate at a different level than I'm showing you, which is very true of a lot of people. They're not going to show you everything. I call it chesting your cards. So you want to know where the vowels are, because the sum total of the vowels is going to tell you a lot about where you have been recently that you're pulling in, the motivating this life from a prior life, it's going to be in those vows. What is motivating you in this lifetime? That's what you need to know. Okay, you don't have to regress to know that, but you have to find someone who can help you understand that. That's why this is an important subject matter for you to learn more, or at least get a decent interpretation to help you. You came in with a plan. Poof, nobody really knows it. I remember I spoke at a bookstore years and years ago up in San Rafael, California, and there was an older man in the audience. I didn't know because I don't know everybody in the audience. And later I got a handwritten note from this man he was retired, and he said, I am so happy that I went to your talk because I was spot on. I've walked out of other speakers' programs, but I stayed. I am so glad I did. And everybody should learn this in kindergarten before they screw up their lives. But the parents don't know this information. That's why you're getting it. You can pass it along. You can go study more, find out more, and do things that support you. So past life, yeah, we all have them, right? This lifetime you're in is going to be one of your past lives. So what do you want for your future life? Now remember I probably said on my reincarnation YouTube that the energy here is horizontal. Everything spreads out, increases, etc. The energy out of here on the other planes of consciousness are vertical. So you go higher and higher and higher in awareness. We're here, you kind of like water seeks its own level. And you grow, but you grow horizontally here. Out of here, you grow up. Remember I said things like when you're birthed through the bottom part of the body. When you leave through the head. You go higher. So you always want to think, I'm going higher. So you want to do things that support you in this life. So find out in your name, past lives. What's the karmic conditions? Do you have a lot of numbers here, letters that you should pay attention to? I remember when I first was learning this, I thought, well, I don't have any karmic debts. Yay, and the numbers 13, 14, 16, and 19. Lucky me, do-do-do-do. So I took my name apart more thoroughly, and I found, oh my gosh, in my last name that I worked the numbers, and I had the number 16, which is the karmic debt, on infidelity and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh. So I knew this is coming in, this is letting me know in this lifetime, don't do hanky-panky and have affairs if you're married or with married people. So don't think that just a cursory glance at your name it's hidden in there. That's what you want. You want to get someone who can take a look at this, find these hidden parts, and reveal them to you before you get into issues and problems. So it's very preventive. So these are what I call the pros and cons of past life regression. I hope this helps you just sort through importance of your name, whether you want to bother to pay for a past life regression. It mainly satisfies your curiosity and bragging points, or, the deeper work, what you want to learn, is going to take more time on your part to know. So I look forward to working with you. And if you need to get in contact with me, please do so. I'll be glad to answer your questions, leave your comments, and always thank you for watching. I get so many questions every time I do a video. I'm always glad to get them. But one of the things I realize is that you really could be served very well by getting a private session. If it's not with me, get one somewhere. Try not to do just the ones online, the printouts. Get really one that really knows what they're doing, because this is going to really help you. And that's the whole idea, is to get you the help now and forward in your life. And I think whether you would like to do it with me, that's fine, or someone else, just get it done.